Shalom Israel partners, and welcome to our weekly report. And now I want to real quick give you an update about what's happening in the Middle East. As we're speaking now, Donald Trump, the president, is still in the Gulf of Persia, still visiting the Arab countries in the Middle East. And literally this time he just jumped over Israel and chose not to stop here, even though he's visiting the Middle East. This gives a strength and power to the Arab nations surrounding us, because their interpretation is that maybe now, when they are able to offer America a big deal in terms of economical advantages, Donald Trump promised that he's going to restore the economy of America, and we heard that he signed deals here in the Middle East for $1.2 billion with the Gulf countries, with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, and chose not even to visit Israel at this time. This gives a lot of strength and power to the Muslim countries to believe that maybe this time America is willing to throw Israel under the bus. We just heard an interview from an American official of the Foreign Affairs Ministry speaking to a Saudi Arabian leading newspaper, saying that America comes first and American interests are always first, even when it comes to Israel. These are all kinds of different expressions that we never heard before from a government that relates to the Republican side of the map, and we are very much worried about that. We're afraid that the Arabs and the Muslims, and mainly the Iranians, are going to take courage of the fact that the US is not even visiting Israel at this time, and maybe their demands will grow. We're hearing that President Trump was meeting with El-Julani, who's so-called the president of Syria, and even giving him some compliments, saying that he's an attractive young man, and even relating to his past. I must tell you that we are very much afraid of what's happening there. We need to be very worried, just to realize that this man, who is the president of Syria, 6 months ago was a member of ISIS. Before that, he was one of the heads of Al-Qaeda. We want to believe that nobody can play with the Americans and deceive them, because that's what the enemies are trying to do. But we know for sure that Israel is still strong and resilient. We're getting ready to operate deeper into Gaza and try and release our hostages from the prisons of Hamas, no matter what. So that's what Israel is doing right now, while we're trying to gain more support from the US to our interest at this very time. We're praying for this visit to end, and for America not to be taken for granted in the Middle East, to stand with Israel. That's the important part. Shabbat Shalom. Bye for now.